السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. نكمل في السيري ديال تمارين tenses. اليوم مع simple past plus past continuous in a mixture exercise، مخالطين في واحد التمرين. as usual أنا غادي نشرح التمرين in English وغنخدم الجمل in English حتى للتصحيح عاد نستعمل العربية. Okay? Good luck. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of past continuous. Just to remind you, the past continuous with he and she and it, we use was plus verb plus ing. I, you, we, and they, we use were plus verb plus ing. Okay? I were, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, they were. This is verb to be in the past. Alice hurt herself while she skated. I met my neighbor while I walked home from work. Sally saw a friend while she rode her bicycle along our park. Peter fell asleep while he studied. Bob stepped on Jane's feet while they danced together. I cut myself while I shave. Mr. and Mrs. Brown burned themselves while they bake cookies. Tommy had a nightmare while he slept at a friend's house. Okay. Exercise B. How did it happen? You will follow this example. Write like me using this example. How did Alice hurt herself? We have here play soccer. She hurt herself while she was playing soccer. بتكتبها بهذه الطريقة. Example number 2. How did Martin burn himself? وعندي هنا iron his clothes. iron غادي نشرحها بسيطة. iron تتعني الحديد تتعني هنا مصلوح تصلح الحوايج. غادي ندير How did Martin burn himself? He burned or burnt himself while he was ironing his clothes, and so on and so forth. How did Helen cut herself? Slice onions. How did Jennifer meet her husband? Fix a flat tire. How did Marvin break his arm? Skate. How did you lose your wallet? Ride my bicycle. How did Jeff meet his wife? Swim at the beach. How did Bob get a black eye? Fight with his brother. How did your children burn themselves? Make breakfast. How did Martha fall? Dance. Next exercise. Fill in the blanks with the correct form, the past simple or the past continuous. He talked with Mary when Mrs. Smith came in. They studied 2 hours last night. Jane slept when the telephone rang. As I walked to the lab, I met my friend. We watched TV last night. The customer paid his check when he dropped his credit card. The barber cut my hair yesterday. She danced when she hurt her ankle. It rained hard when I got up. It rained hard last night. Exercise D. Complete the sentences with the words in parentheses using these verbs using the simple past or past progressive. إذا سمعتي progressive راه هو past continuous. Sally ate dinner last night when someone knocked on the door. بحال هادو بتلقى في الامتحان إن شاء الله. يعني بتتقيس انت إنا هو اللي بيكون في past continuous وإنا هو اللي بيكون في simple past. I began to study at 7 last night. Fred came at 7:30. I study when Fred came. While I studied last night, Fred dropped by to visit me. My roommate's parents called him last night while we watched TV. My mother called me around 5. My husband came home a little after 5. When he came home, I talked to my mother on the phone. Yesterday, Tom and Janice go to the zoo around 1. They see many kinds of animals. They stayed at the zoo for 2 hours. While they walk home, it began to rain. So they stop at a small coffee and have a cup of coffee. هاد كافي اللي مكتوب لاكسون تقريبا هي الكلمة الوحيدة والله أعلم اللي كاينة في لونجلي اللي فيها لاكسون. Yesterday afternoon I go to visit the Parker family. When I get there around 2 o'clock, Mrs. Parker be in the yard. She plant flowers in her garden. Mr. Parker be in the garage. He work on their car. He changed the oil. Exercise E وهذا هو التمرين الأخير. Use the simple past or past progressive. While they travel to China, Marco keep a diary. Mrs. White drive past a house in Main Street when she see the ground floor on fire. While he fly off the Miami coast, the pilot see sharks approaching the swimmers. The fireman fight the fire on a balcony below when he hear someone's shouts. She died while she ran after a bus. We have dinner when the electricity go off. She think of something else while you talk to her. I see her while I look out of the window. While the teacher talk, the students look at an insect on the ceiling. Okay, now we move to correction.